A very good morning, students. We have started chapter 3rd, and there we have learned about the male reproductive system, structure of male reproductive system, that is internally as well as its external structure. We have learned about the glands which to participate in reproduction. Now moving toward the next topic, that is female reproductive system, we will learn about the structure of female reproductive system, the glands which took part in reproduction. So now start the topic. Female reproductive system, that is human female reproductive system, is our next topic. In female reproductive system, primary sex organ is ovary, and the other organ that is accessory organ includes uterus, fallopian tube, vagina, and some glands. The function of primary organ is to produce gamete, that is female gamete called as egg, and some female sex hormones. Clear? Ovaries are present in the pelvic region of female. They lie inside the abdominal cavity and they are almond in shape. If we are talking about ovary, then the length of an ovary is 8 centimeter, whereas it is 5 centimeter wide. From ovary only, the female gamete is released, which is also called secondary oocyte. Since ovaries are suspended to their position by the help of two transparent pores, what are the transparent pores? That is mesoovarium and ostia. Mesoovarium is a connection between ovaries to the abdominal wall. They are the connection between the ovaries to the abdominal wall, whereas the ostia is a connection between uterus and ovary. Clear? After maturation, when egg is released from the ovary, it is first of all collected by a finger-like structure called as fimbriae. Fimbriae is the part of fallopian tube. Fallopian tube has basically three parts, that is, swollen part is ampulla. Just behind the ampulla, isthmus is present, and the first part is infundibulum. So the movement of egg is from fimbriae to infundibulum, then from infundibulum to ampulla, then from ampulla to isthmus. Fallopian tube is also called as oviduct. The part of oviduct or fallopian tube closer to the ovary is funnel shaped, which is called infundibulum. The edges of infundibulum possess a finger-like structure projection called fimbriae, which help in collection of ovum after ovulation. What is ovulation? Releasing of ova or egg from the ovary is called ovulation. Just now learn this only. Infundibulum leads to the wider part, that is swollen part called ampulla, whereas the isthmus is the last part of oviduct or the fallopian tube, which has a narrow lumen and it joins the uterus. Means infundibulum opens into uterus. That is, this fallopian tube, the fallopian tube or the oviduct, open into a muscular bag-like structure which is called uterus. It look like a inverted pear shaped, which is also called worm. It is about 75 centimeter long and 5 centimeter wide. It attaches to the pelvic wall and supported by a ligament. Clear? Wall of uterus has 3 layers of tissue, means that it is surrounded by 3 layers. What are the 3 layers? The outermost layer is known as perimetrium, which is very fibrous in nature, whereas the next layer after the perimetrium is myometrium. It is also called middle layer or very thick layer, which is made up of smooth muscles and they are highly muscular in nature. Endometrium is the last and the innermost layer, which is which lines the uterine cavity. It is highly vascular and folded. So that's why they are called endometrium. Uterus open into the vagina through a narrow cervix, means after uterus an opening is present, that is called cervix. Cervix open into the vagina open into vulva. This opening have thin membrane structure called hymen. Vulva, or you can say vaginal opening, have thin membranous structure called hymen, which is present in virgin female. Cervix have a cavity which is called cervical canal, which along with vagina it forms birth canal, means cervical canal along with vagina is called birth canal. Vagina is only the part which receive the spermatozoa during insemination and serve as a birth canal. If you look at the figure, there is a bulged part after the oviduct, or we call that part that fallopian tube. A bulged part is present, that is called fundus. Just above the cervix, body is present. That part is called as body. Now moving to the female external genitalia, it includes mons pubis, labio minora and labia majora, clitoris and hymen. What they include? They include mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, clitoris and hymen. External genitalia of female is vulva, and this actually is a depression called vestibule. It is having two openings. What are the two openings? One is urethral opening, from where the urine is released, and the other is a vaginal opening where during insemination sperm is received. Vaginal opening is covered by hymen in case of virgin female, whereas this vestibule is guarded by two folds of skin. The inner fold is smaller and it is known as labia minora. The larger part is called as labia majora, which is bigger and covered by the inner part of skin folds. Mons pubis is a cushion of fatty tissue which is covered by the skin and the pubic hair. Talking about hymen, hymen is a membrane that covered the opening of vagina partially. It gets ruptured during vigorous exercise, that is physical activities, or during the first coitus. Now, talking about clitoris, it is a finger-like structure which lie at the upper junction of two labia minora above the urethral opening. In both sides of vaginal opening, either sides, Bartholin's gland is present, which is also called bulbourethral gland. In case of male, this bulbourethral gland is known as Cowper's gland. This bulbourethral gland or Bartholin gland is present to produce mucus for coitus. Female reproductive system consists of ovaries, secondary sex organs, external genitalia and mammary gland. We have learned about ovaries, secondary sex organs, external genitalia. Now, and the last part is mammary gland, which will be uploaded in the next video. The description of this topic will be uploaded in the next video. Once again repeating. Female reproductive system consists of ovaries, secondary sex organ, external genitalia and mammary gland. Ovaries are the primary sex organ which release female gamete called ova and secrete female sex organ. Ova is released from ovaries, which is taken out by the help of finger-like structure called fimbriae. From fimbriae, it moves toward the fallopian tube. Fallopian tube has three parts. What are that three parts? Infundibulum, fimbriae, and ampulla. The part which is closer to the ovary, or it is funnel shaped, which is closer to the fimbriae, is infundibulum. So that the first when the ova is released from the ovary and it is taken by the fimbriae, it moves toward the infundibulum. From the infundibulum it moves toward the ampulla. From the ampulla it moves toward the isthmus. In the fallopian tube only fertilization take place. From after that the fertilization, the zygote will move toward the uterus, where the implantation process will take place. And from after the 9 month of pregnancy, from the vagina the baby comes out. This is all about the human female reproductive system, about their structure, that is internal and external structures. After this topic we will learn about the mammary gland. In that topic only we will learn about the hormones which is related to oogenesis, that is formation of ova, and afterward we will learn about spermatogenesis. So just watch this video, and if you are having any doubt you can just ask me.